I used to think, oh, keeping a diary is cringe, and there was that period where I was being cringe and writing in a diary, really cringe. And then period when I gave up, and the next period, this period, when I'm just like, I'm writing in a diary for my mental health, not for like
really good
attention. Hi everyone, welcome to Hampshire School Nursing Podcast Series for Hampshire and Isle of Wight Healthcare Foundation NHS Trust. My name is Ariana and I will be chatting to some of the school nurses about the work they do and how they can support us when we have to face moving up to secondary school. I am joined with some other students from Hampshire schools and colleges.
Hi, I'm Sam.
Hi, I'm Charlie.
Today I'll be speaking to Kirsty, public health school nurses who work with children and young people in Hampshire.
Thank you so much for joining us. So let's start by you telling us a bit about who you are and what you do.
So I'm Kirsty and I work within the NHS Trust as a specialist community public health nurse. My work focuses on making sure children and young people grow up to be happy, healthy adults. I work in a team that helps all sorts of things from emotional health to healthy lifestyles and all the things that can help with this. So if you have a problem in your age between 5 and 19, you're more than welcome to get in touch with your local public health school nurse and they will do their best to help you.
That's great. I'll put a link in the description to show how to get in touch.
So let's talk about transitioning between primary or junior school to secondary school. What did you find most difficult when you moved up to year 7?
In my school, we had like different houses, like air, fire, water and earth. And I was in air house and like most of my friends were in there. But when I moved up to secondary school, they split air house into 2 and all my friends went to A2 and I was in A1. So that's kind of the things I felt most scared of when I was moving into secondary school. But it got a lot better because I made new friends and I know everyone's name in my tutor now.
That's really good.
I had the exact same thing when I moved up because in the lower school I had all my friends, and when I moved up, because we have 2 sides in our school and all my friends were on the 2 sides and I was on the 1 side, so I felt like I kind of lost my friends, but I've sort of kept the friendship with them and I've made new friends in my side as well.
That's really good. And you are in year 9 now, aren't you?
Yeah.
So it's really good to hear that even after a couple of years that you've kept those friendships going from your primary school. And Ariana, you've just moved up to, like Sam, you've just moved up to year 7, haven't you? So how have you found it?
To be fair, it's been really difficult because one of my old best friends still is my best friend. She's never going to get replaced, but it was really difficult moving away from her because she went to Bay House while I'm here in St Edmunds, and it was very difficult. And to be fair, it still is, and there's still been some nights where I've just sat down in my room and literally just cried because I've been really upset about not being with her. But I have made new friends and it is getting easier, but I know it's still going to be hard.
And that's really normal, isn't it? So when there's some big changes, it can often feel quite upsetting. And it's fine to cry and have those feelings. But it's really good to hear that you still kept your friendship going with her. But you're making new friends as well. So that's really good. Well done, because it's only been a couple of weeks, isn't it? Yeah, good. What about anything else in the summer holidays and stuff? What were you worried about when you were starting year 7? What kind of practical things maybe?
During summer holidays, I guess the whole summer holidays I just haven't been worried about it until last week. Because during all the summer holidays, I literally just did whatever. Play basketball, watch TV, go on holiday. And then the last week it was just it all sunk in. I was like, well, I'm actually going to secondary school next week. And it was kind of crazy but fun at the same time.
Yeah, that's kind of the same for me because through the summer holidays I didn't really think about it, but then on 2 days before the after school I'm like, wow, I'm going to the after school, I've never been there. I'll make new friends and new people.
Yeah, it's quite scary, isn't it?
Well, for me it was 2 years ago, but I distinctly remember being I'm kind of ready to go to secondary school now because I've been in the lower school for 7 years already and I was ready for the change.
Yeah, it's a bit long and it gets like a bit boring. And like the upper school, when you just start, like it feels exciting because all new stuff, new teachers, new people, new like subjects.
Yeah, like, it's like, because it's like you've been used to being like top of the school, like the eldest in the school, the entire school for about a year, and then you're just going to a new school and it's like straight back to being the youngest. It's kind of like
really
year out all over
scary.
again.
Yeah.
Except this time the teachers are yelling at you to do calculus work, not your 2 times table.
Has it been quite positive though? I think maybe you remember, Charlie, you said that you were getting a bit sort of like tired of being at the primary school. What kind of exciting things sort of like happen at secondary school that are better than primary?
So in the lower school, you're kind of stuck to one type of food, and in the upper school, you get a choice of all the things, and it's a lot nicer.
Yeah,
so that was definitely
the
positive.
food is much better.
Yeah, like primary school food.
And also, you feel like you have like more rights because you can just like at breaking nights you just walk around school wherever you want, like play football, play basketball, like anything. And there's not like teachers like limit you to like a small area to play.
Yeah.
Like there's loads of places you can go. Plus like there's so many more clubs. Like if you're like bored of just playing football and basketball and like just talking around while like breaking lunch, there's clubs at breaking lunch which you can just do.
Yeah, it's really fun because like at our school we get to like play ping pong during the break time and lunch times, and if we don't want to do that, then I'll literally just grab a basketball from the sports hall and just make some layups, because it's and like in my old school I wasn't able to do that because all we had were netball hoops, and these kids were always taking the basketballs just to bounce around to look cool, and the kids who actually wanted to play basketball couldn't.
Yeah. That's really good. That's really positive that you've got all those fun things that you can do at your new school. And obviously going up to secondary school, the school day looks a lot different, doesn't it? So you have to get yourself to lessons and stuff. How have you found that in the first few weeks?
I mean, like on the first day it was kind of like I tried to like go to lessons as fast as I can, but now I feel like there's a lot of time to get there. Like you don't have to just run to like try to make it on time. Like if you just walk and you get there on time. Like I had like history, but because of the one-way system we had to go like down to the other side of school, but then I had PE on the other side, so I ran, but I still got there before like people who had like English like right next to it.
How about you, Ariana?
Well, it's been definitely a really big change from just sitting down and getting your books like thrown at you, but now you have to like go to the front of the class and collect your own book and then sit down in an assigned seat, and even if you ask the teacher to change, they're just like, no, you have to sit in your assigned seat because that's where we put you. But in primary school they're just like, yeah, go sit wherever you want, and it's really different.
Yeah. Charlie, can you remember sort of like manoeuvring around school and how that kind of felt?
So for me in year 6, that was the major thing I was worried about the move to year 7, like getting to my classes on time and stuff. But when I was there, it all worked out because the teachers are quite lenient and give you a couple minutes if you're a bit late.
Yeah.
And they're very nice.
And is there anything sort of school have done to sort of like help who's a year 7 in sort of like getting used to the school?
Well, we've gotten earlier break times and lunch times to like, because my brother said that when you do actually get into school and it's like 5 weeks in, like the lunch line is like a frantic scramble apparently.
Yeah, and like same for us, like for the first week we got early lunch times, and that was good because we got the food on time. And my sister kept saying like, oh, all the food's gonna go when you're at the back of the line.
Exactly what my brother said.
Like today was the first day we didn't go early, and I was like still at the front even though I was like far away from the hub.
Yeah, same as Sam. I can remember all the teachers and the school help you settle in very well, and they're very nice to you.